What's up, guys? This is Dave from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NFL Week 3 midweek update. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video, hit that red subscribe button, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. Okay, guys, let's take a look at the quarterback position. First up, Kyler Murray from the Arizona Cardinals playing the Detroit Lions, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. Last week, I recommended Lamar Jackson, who had a solid performance, but this week, my favorite quarterback pick is Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray stands out due to his impressive consistency and substantial upside. He has averaged 22 fantasy points per game this season and scored 29, 15, and 18 fantasy points in the last 3 games. He's going to be about 8.1% owned and is projected at 19 fantasy points at a salary of $6,900 on DraftKings. The Cardinals' offense has been praised in recent articles, and Murray is improving week by week. The potential for high scoring and his dual threat capability make him a top pick. So, I really like Kyler Murray here versus the Detroit Lions. Moving on to the running back position, I've been keeping an eye on Tony Pollard from the Tennessee Titans playing the Green Bay Packers, who have one of the worst defenses overall. Pollard was impressive in the last video, and there's no change here. Tony Pollard has averaged 17 fantasy points per game this season, scoring 15, 18, and 22 fantasy points in the last 3 games. He's projected at 14 fantasy points, and his ownership is around 3.8%. At $6,000 salary on DraftKings, he's a steal against a weak Packers defense. His high touch count and favorable matchup make him a value pick you shouldn't overlook. So I like Tony Pollard here versus the Green Bay Packers. Let's shift our focus to the wide receiver position. Devonte Adams from the Las Vegas Raiders is up next, playing the Carolina Panthers, who have one of the worst defenses overall. Devonte Adams continues to be a key asset, having averaged 20 fantasy points per game with scores of 29, 11, and 16 in his last 3 games. Projected at 16 fantasy points and priced at $7,600 on DraftKings, Adams has a solid dash rank of 100. With just 5.2% ownership, he's a fantastic play against a poor Panthers defense. His consistency and high ceiling make him an excellent pick. So I like Devonte Adams here versus the Carolina Panthers. Next, let's look at the tight end position. Brock Bowers from the Las Vegas Raiders is our guy, playing the Carolina Panthers, who are the absolute worst defending tight ends. Brock Bowers has been off to a blazing start this season, averaging 15 fantasy points per game. Scoring 19 and 12 fantasy points in consecutive games, he's projected at 12 points with a dash rank of 100. His ownership sits at 4.2%, and he's $5,400 on DraftKings. Articles have highlighted Bowers' strong start and potential to surpass even veteran tight ends. Given his incredible matchup, he's a must-play. So, I like Brock Bowers here versus the Carolina Panthers. Now for the flex position, we have Jameson Williams from the Detroit Lions playing the Arizona Cardinals, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. He was mentioned as a sleeper last video and continues to be a valuable pick. Williams has averaged 21 fantasy points per game and scored 14, 27, and 21 fantasy points in his last 3 games. With a projected 13 points and an ownership of 5%, he's priced at $5,800 on DraftKings. The matchup against the Cardinals makes him an enticing flex option, especially given his recent consistency. I like Jameson Williams here versus the Arizona Cardinals. Lastly, we turn to the defense. The Seattle Seahawks are playing the Miami Dolphins, who have one of the worst offenses overall. The Seahawks defense is projected at 10 fantasy points with a dash rank of 100. They're priced at $3,500 on DraftKings, and with an opponent rank of 27, this is a matchup you have to consider. So I like the Seahawks defense here versus the Miami Dolphins. So there you have it, my top NFL DFS picks for Week 3 midweek update. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or go to DraftDashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks in your own custom player pool. Thanks for watching and good luck.